Start off with Zeth, okay?
But anyways,
And we're live.
Okay. And hello and welcome to Dungeon Tales. My name is Chris, and we're going to be starting off with a special season intermission called Skies Aurora Season 2, The Trial of Argoz. And it's just going to be me, David, and Mark for this campaign. If you guys want to go ahead and introduce at least what's the name of your characters and what your classes are, we'll go a little bit more into the backstory as part of this episode, okay? So, Mark, why don't you go first?
sure. So my character's name is Skipper Harlow, and he is a monk. And then, should we get into the race, or are we gonna go into backstory? Is that gonna be part of the backstory?
You can go into your race. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am one of our Aurora homebrew races. I am a squirrel folk.
Okay. And David, you want to tell us about your character?
Yeah, so my character name is Zeth, and he is an Ash barbarian. The Ash are a race from the core, and they follow Kythorn, the god of fire.
Mm-hmm. Good. And so this campaign is going to be, not as serious as Rain makes all of his campaigns. It's going to be, if you're used to my playing style, it's going to be fucking crazy. And there are going to be serious points. There are going to be sometimes you'll see other side characters from other side campaigns we've been doing. And we're also going to try to get to level.
Meet Cruz Thompson.
No, not those. Those are different universe. But Kong and other people may arrive.
Okay.
And then we'll also be doing. So one thing we're trying to do is get these guys to level 20 as quickly as possible, and it's going to be crazy. I'm not going to even sure how I'm exactly going to do that. But trying to fall in love with these characters because they may not survive past this intermission. We will see. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. And we're going to start off in the core, where here we have this hovel of this home made out of a boulder with a door. And you hear all sorts of yelling and grunting and people fighting over their food and things like this. And you hear a gruff man go, Zeth, pass the mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Here. Jeez.
Thank you. Now, what were you saying?
I to be honest, I don't remember. It was just you're so loud all the time. I feel like I'm gonna go deaf one day.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Yeah, no problem. We're good, pops. We're good.
Okay, all right. And he just shoves mashed potatoes into his mouth. And then you have your brother, Jeff. He goes, "Hey, so, what was it that you were telling us about going up to the surface?"
Oh yeah, so sometimes I get these like odd jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I figured, I'll probably get a couple coins from that village again. Maybe they need like a strong young man to help them out or something.
Okay. I mean, how much you making?
I don't know. Do you make anything? I don't. It's all
Yeah,
whatever you can give me.
No, yeah. Fair enough. Okay, well, when do you head out?
I think probably here shortly. Maybe maybe after we eat our potatoes. It'd be nice to have something other than potatoes, right?
What are you talking about? Potatoes are the best thing on this godforsaken planet.
I know, but I'm just saying, there's other things. People eat like meat.
Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate we were never successful enough to have meat in this family.
Wow. The other day, somebody threw out a piece of jerky. It was delicious.
Did you eat it off the ground?
What? Of course. I mean, I brushed it off.
All right. Well, you do you. Do you plan to take the travel ship up, or what's your plan on how to get up there?
Yeah, probably travel ship. I help the captain empty all the trash out, and he gives me a free ride.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, see you around, little brother. And he goes back to shoving his face with potatoes.
I'm happy because I had a conversation with Jeff that isn't involving a headlock.
Yeah. Jeff apparently knows how to have a serious conversation as your other brother pulls you into a headlock and goes like, we'll miss you, bro, and then runs away. And then your mother comes along and she's this meek woman and goes, oh, now, Zeth. Just remember to take care of yourself. Take all these potatoes with you, and gives you a sack of potatoes. And, make some friends along the way, okay?
Thanks, Ma.
And just remember, if you need to murder someone, make sure you do it at night and no one's seeing you.
Right. I haven't had to murder anybody yet, but...
Yeah, well, soon you'll follow that family rite of passage.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of, going a more righteous path,
So only killing villains. I like it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe a little... I got my axe here that I found, so I think I could do some good damage with this thing.
You should probably sharpen it, honey.
Sharpen, right. Oh, anybody have a sharpening stone I could use?
You'll find some in the village. You'll be fine.
All right.
All right,
Well,
and so
I'll be back probably maybe I don't know a week or so. Who knows?
all right, fair enough. So you your family finishes eating. They wave their goodbyes, and the captain's waiting for you at the dock. And I forget what we called the core. Well, I'll call it Lima for right now. And you're in the city of Lima, where you kind of grew up in a relatively small town, big town type of thing. Like, it's not a huge town, but it's not super small. You have access to a lot of things people have in the city, but it's not like the biggest trading outpost nearby.
Okay.
And so you go up to this captain who he is a Kenku, and he has these raven-like features, and he goes, welcome. I just thought you'd never come. You ready to go to the surface?
Yeah. You want me to empty the trash now, or?
We'll wait till we get there.
All right.
We already did all the combustibles when you did it earlier today.
Yeah.
All right. Get on board. We're going to head up now.
All right.
And so as you get onto the ship, they finish loading things up, and it's one of those ships with 3 different masts and all these different riggings. And you have the captains directing his crew, and people are going along and getting things going in the ship. And as many of you guys know, in Aurora, that is layered out. And so we have the core, which is where we are right now, which is where most of the lava, the rocks, and the things that are the center of a planet would be. Then we have an expanded layer of Oceanus. And from there, we have the skies of Aurora, full of the islands and continents. And so as the ship takes off, it starts to fly off. And your family waves you goodbye as they rush out to see you. And you're going up into the sky from the core, and then into the layers of Oceanus as a bubble forms around the ship, and you're protected that way. And you're traveling through Oceanus for a while. You see all sorts of different things. It's going to take you about a day to get to the surface. Is there anything you want to do in the meantime?
I'm going to look for coins or any scraps of food that might be good.
Okay. Just do a perception check for me.
Perception. Yeah. 21.
Okay, so you find all sorts of leftover golden coins and stuff that people have dropped on the floor. And
now hold on a second. Gold? I'm finding gold?
Yeah, you're finding gold.
How many gold pieces am I finding?
3.
Wow. Holy crap.
It's the most money you've seen in a while.
Well, I have 10, but that's my life savings, so.
That's fair. And you happen to see this old man wearing no shoes. And he's just sort of sees you looking around and sees you staring at him, and he's staring back at you, and he goes, "Well, what do we have here?"
Oh, hey man, you got no shoes on.
Yeah. And?
Did you get any splinters?
Nah.
No. All right. Hey, did you
I
see
just
any
get little wood friends.
wood friends, also called splinters? Oh, okay. What do you going up to the surface there? You got plans? Or...
Oh yeah, I have all sorts of plans. But what brings you onto this vessel?
Getting some work done. Try to earn some coin.
I see.
Hope to have a warm belly with a meal.
Oh, I was about to say you can just use fireball.
Yeah, I don't want to burn my skin, I'm not, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell, but yeah, I don't want to burn. That would hurt.
Yeah, actually, which type of ashen are you?
I'm an ashen, so I'm like
Oh, just straight
very
up.
dark, like black and gray skin. I have silver grayish hair, and it's like straight on the sides. It's like basically cut almost to the skin. And yeah, I've got like tatters for clothes, so like my shirt has many holes in it, at which you can see like my very strong muscular body underneath. And like the pants, like one is a little bit longer than the other because the other one ripped, right? And I've got like these little sandals that I wear.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm obviously poor. There's no question about it. And I have this like great axe that's like got chips in it, and it's like the handle's broken. So it's like, yeah.
Okay. Good.
I'm 5 foot, but my arms are like so long. They go almost past my knees. It's a feature of the ash. I have very long arms. Gives me plus 5 reach, actually. Five, I guess feet or yards.
It's like those memes with the extra long people.
Yeah, Mark, I can't hear you.
Mark, you muted.
I said it's 5 feet. 5 extra yards would be a lot.
Yeah. 5 feet.
That'd be cool though. Mr. Fantastic over there.
Yes.
5 units.
5 kilometers. No. And so the guy goes, interesting. Well, take this with you. And he gives you this acorn on a string. And he goes,
Oh.
Nah, no, it doesn't seem like much, but careful.
What?
And he just sort of jumps off the ship and he disappears. You're like,
What? He like jumped off the ship and went out the bubble and then like down back to the. Well, I mean, he's
in the ocean.
He's gone.
Yeah, you just see he's like sort of floating away, and the ship's going, and then you see this creature just sort of chomps down on him, and just goes along its way.
I'm gonna look at this acorn, I guess. I'm trying to process this. It's a little too much for me. I'm like, I can't. I think I imagined everything, but I've got this acorn in my hand, so I'm like, I want to check.
And you hear a voice in your head, "Just wear it, you nincompoop."
Wear it? Oh. Is it something I put on my neck?
Yeah, it's like a necklace.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on top of my head.
Like one of those forehead things, or
Yeah, like it's just like this, and I just kind of I don't think this is right. Is this right?
And the voice goes, "No,
No, what?
no, it's not right."
Oh, can I wear it like a? I have to wear it, right?
Just figure out where you want it, dumbass. And the voice disappears.
Well, I guess.
So you tie it around your wrist, and it's sort of like around there.
Okay.
Now, so you're in travel for a bit. You're going to just go through the ocean. And we're going to go over to Skipper now. Now, Skipper, you have been practicing with your grandfather. And you've been doing this for, let's see, I think the last year or so. Or no, just a few months ago. So you've just been doing this for about 6 months now. And your grandfather has told you all the secrets of your family, who you're in what we call the Free States. Now, the Free States, for those of you who aren't aware of Aurora and things like that, it is a collection of islands who aren't part of the current Confederation of Nations. It's kind of like a state of where pirates and people can go, and they're not connected to the Torn, Bloma, Draconis Empire, none of those people. They're just like, fuck you guys, we do what we want.
So it's basically the Wild West.
Yeah, exactly. But better. Because they never forgot. Anyways. And so your grandfather, he is now, you're actually in, you have like this sort of, like, it's not a huge temple, but it's like this tiny little temple that's in your house's yard type of thing. And it's like a separate little dojo that your uncle teaches you how to do things. Right? Sorry, your grandfather, not your uncle. And your grandfather goes, "Ah, yes, welcome. Now, do you remember the first principle of Rajin?"
Strike first?
No, that's Cobra Kai.
Oh. Damn it. No, I don't. Strike hard.
That's also Cobra Kai.
Um,
I'm glad you've been paying attention to the stories I tell you of the olden days. But those are not what we're talking about. Now,
No Mercy.
also Cobra Kai.
You gotta be kidding me. Are you sure that none of those are right, Jin?
I'm sure Raijin would approve of all three of them. But that's all Cobra Kai. Now, the first principle is to be honest and fair. Okay?
Yes, grandfather.
To deliver justice when's needed. To be there for when's Gotham... No, that's Batman. To be there for those who need you.
Wait, there's a bat person?
Not important. Other story I haven't told you about.
Oh, okay.
I'll fill it after we finish Cobra Kai. I tell you all about him.
Okay.
Now, what was I saying? What was the last thing I said?
Let's see. Before the bat person, something about justice.
Right, justice. So yes, justice for those who need you. Wait, no, that's not right. Old age is a fickle thing. Now, I need you to pay attention. Because I don't know how much longer I can teach you. So, and you recall your lessons have kind of been like this off and on for the last, 3 months. Your grandfather's mind has been wandering. And he's been trying to stay on topic for you, but it's been, he's battling what seems to be like early onset dementia. And he's doing his best, and you're trying your best not to be distracted by his ramblings and things like that.
Now,
and
if he's my grandfather, is it early onset or is it just dementia?
It's early onset to the extent that he's not super old. Like, he's old, but he's not like 80 or 90 at this point. He's only in his late 60s to 70s.
That's actually pretty old for a squirrel folk.
Well, fair enough. That's equivalent human age to squirrel. You can translate that for yourself. Elven-wise, he's a child. And so he goes, all right, anyways. So, Rajin strikes hard. No, goddamn it, that's Cobra Kai. So, Rajin is loyal and honest. Is there for those who need him. A deliverer of justice. And surprise attack, and he punches you in the face.
Ah! Ow! Hey!
You're supposed to dodge this. We've been working on this.
Oh, right. Oh.
Left hook! And he just goes for you again. And I want you to make a dex save.
Okay.
He's like,
All right, I got a
left hook,
24.
but with his right hand.
Exactly. And so you dodge, and he goes, good. You're paying attention now. Now notice how I swung with my right hand instead left hook. Another
That
thing
was
of
very tricky, grandfather. I'll have to remember that should I ever get into a fight.
Yes, exactly. Now, keep in mind that the world is changing. Rajin has not been around for a while. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't believe. Just like we constantly make offerings to Geo and Aurora, every day we should make offerings to Rajin, showing that we are here of faith. All right?
All right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm flipping through a little prayer book to Rajin, and it says that we believe in the power and unpredictability of storms and lightning. Oh, that's probably why you punched me while we were in the middle of talking. Now I understand.
I don't know what you're talking about. Left jab, and he kicks you.
Do I still dodge it?
Unfortunately, no. You were not expecting that one at all. Like, always be on your toes. And that just means to be alert, not literally. You don't have to be constantly on your toes. Just alert. All right. Now, let's do our daily prayers. And so you guys sort of set up this incense ritual, and you set up these different shrines you have for Geo, Aurora, and Rajin. And you create, you have these little offerings and just some basic things they would like. And you have like a peace lily for Geo. You have a cloud flower for Aurora. And you just have a little like set of lightning bugs that you create for Rajin. And you just sort of offer these, and you don't know where they go, but
in a little jar.
Yeah, in this little jar. And they're a little bit different than what we're used to here on Earth, but there's just like little bugs that zap and like, move really quickly. And you don't know where it happens, but each day they disappear after you do your prayers, and it's kind of like they're accepted by the gods. And so you do your prayer, they go away and they fade, and your grandfather goes, the day is soon to come where I won't be here anymore. You're going to have to take over. Your mom is strong, but she is not as strong as it's been since your father has gone. So, it's been a while since we've left from the Eastern lands, but someday you will return honor to our family. Anyways, sorry, you were going to say something.
I was just going to say that I'll make it my sworn duty, but you finish.
Yeah, I was just going to say I was going to eat some apple pie. And
that sounds fantastic.
No, you're still practicing. Get back to work.
Oh, okay.
And so you go off to your own monthly practice and cleaning.
So while I'm practicing, you can hear me going, left kick, right jab. But if you were to watch me, I'm doing completely different things, like tail whips, or like I say left kick and I like practice a headbutt.
And you practice, and the other kids in the village tend to walk by and they see you're practicing, and they just sort of laugh and snicker, and they walk away. And you're used to this. You've always been an outsider in the free states, and no one's actually. One thing with the free states is no one actually really necessarily belongs, but because it's such an oddball group of people, they all just sort of fit together. And in the small village, you've been living here pretty much your whole life, and you find that the village seems to have gotten weird recently. And after you've done your basic training, you have this idea to go out and actually, look around the village and see what's happening.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you finish your training for the night. It's been about 2 hours since then. Your grandfather's eaten his apple pie and he's gone to bed. Your mom's cleaning up and taking care of things. And you decide to go for a stroll. And this is just like a basic small town. You have like a butcher's, you have a barber, you have a blacksmith, you have people who do tailors. That's what they're called. You have tailors, and you have all sorts of basic things everyone needs to survive, as well as the farmers and the traders in the market that happens nearby the lake. And you're strolling through town. I want you to do an investigation check for me.
All right. 14.
So you're walking by the butcher's, and you have the butcher coming by, and he's just taking out his trash, putting the curb for the garbage to pick it up. And he's like, "Ah, hey there, young one. What are you up to today?"
Well, I just spent some time training with my grandfather, and
That's nice. That's nice. Well, have a good one. And he sort of rigidly walks away,
good night.
and he doesn't say anything. And it's something about that conversation seemed weird because his name's Machiavelli, and you've had deeper conversations before, and something about it you're just like, what the hell's wrong with Machiavelli? And something about it seems odd, and so you have this idea to check back in with him later, right? And as you're going around, you actually see this. You hear word of a merchant ship that's going to be coming up next day. In the morning, a merchant will be arriving. And you always love seeing the merchant because you can always see all sorts of different wares and things from different places you haven't been able to go to because you've always been stuck here, taking care of your grandfather and your mother and taking care of your the basic stuff you do to keep yourself alive, and the shrines and things like this. And so you go back and you're done for the day and you have your dinner, and your mom comes up to you and goes, "So, I don't know if you realize, but your grandfather's been getting worse."
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah. I don't know how much longer he has. But when he goes, I don't want you to be stuck here. Okay?
I can't leave you all alone.
I'll be fine. I lived 20 years without you. I can do it again.
Okay.
You'll be okay. Once he goes, and after you've learned all you can, I want you to go explore. Find out more about the world. Find out what's happening and what you can do. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Now go get some sleep.
All right. Before I do, I'm going to climb up a tree and look around.
Okay. You climb up a tree, and this tree, you happen to have the biggest tree in the whole village in your yard. It goes up like a good 50 feet, and you can see a great distance. And I want you to do a perception check for me once you're up there.
Okay, cool. 12.
So, it doesn't seem odd. You see like different lightning bugs in the fields just traveling about. You see all sorts of different kids who are still playing even though nighttime has come and their parents are ushering them in. And the village just seems calm. And things seem like they're normal. And, something about today is just peaceful. In the sense that, it feels good. But something inside of you also feels like this will be the last time you'll feel this in a while. But you don't know what it is, and you don't know why you feel this way. Anything else you want to do while you're up there? Or?
I guess with that, I'm just going to I'm gonna jump off and glide down.
I forgot you're a flying squirrel.
That's right. So part of the one of the features of the squirrel folk is that they take after flying squirrels, and so they can glide like flying squirrels.
Yeah. What about sugar gliders? Do we have sugar glider folks?
I don't know what that is, so no.
Okay. Well, I'll clear that up with you later. And so you glide on down, and you've done this for years. Ever since you were a kid, you'd climb up the tree and you'd glide off, and you'd do this with your father, and you would constantly go off, and you guys would enjoy exploring and seeing what's going on. And as you guys are the only squirrel folk in the village, it's very much like people will like point and laugh and look and are very excited to see you do this. But as you're doing it this time, not as many people notice and look at you. And, something's odd about this. And the whole town seems sort of rigid. It's just something like weird about it. But as you're circling around the tree, you sort of come down and you land back in your yard. And you see the little grave for your father. And it just has like this drawing of it hanging on this little cross for him. And, it just says, "In loving memory of Iroh." And that's all it says.
Well, I give the stone a little kiss, and then I go to bed.
Okay. So you go to bed, and the next day, your mom wakes you up in tears. And goes, I'm sorry. I tried to keep him alive long enough for you to awake. He's gone now." And you come down and you find your grandfather has passed away. And, he passed away, like any man would want to go, is eating a whole bunch of apple pie. And he lived his life the way he wanted to. And you come down and it seems like he's eaten like 17 tins of apple pie. You don't know how he got so many.
Wait, is he dead because he was eating apple pie?
That is yet to be discovered.
He had a diabetic attack.
He didn't realize he needed to have insulin this whole time. But yeah,
Okay, seriously, you're not wrong, because there's a definite link between diabetes and dementia.
I vaguely knew that, but I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, squirrels aren't necessarily supposed to have these super high carb diets. I mean, they're omnivores.
Yeah. Ever since he came to the Free States, his grain diet went out the window. He's like, what is this thing called sugar? And so he has passed away, and you see he's just smiling with a half-eaten tin on his chest.
I'll mess up if he's like, sneak attack!
And part of you slightly wishes he does. Just sort of like, it's another trick, another distraction. And he has this tome that he has in his cupboard. And he has a note. And you see in this note, he wrote for you. And he goes, "Skipper, now I know it's... sorry, I need to remember his voice. I just already forgot it." But he goes, "Skipper, just so you know, this is the tome of our family. It's been in our family for generations. Now I want you to cherish it and take care of it and pass it on to your young and those who also follow Rajin." And he goes, "Also, sneak attack." And you have this little book comes flying at you out of a cupboard. And you catch it, and it's the tome he was talking about. You don't know how he set it up so that after you pick up the note in just enough time to read it, it'd come flying at you. But your grandfather worked in mysterious ways.
I shed a little tear as I'm cherishing this one final sneak attack for my grandfather.
Mm-hmm. And your mom pulls out a shovel and goes, "All right, that's enough tears. Let's go ahead and put him next to your father."
Very well.
And so you dig the grave, you do the whole funeral rites, and you put a little apple pie on top of where his cross is, and you did right. And you did your basic stuff as part of taking care of the shrines. You put the different offerings, and they also go the way they're supposed to. And that's when you remember the ships coming to town today. And at this point, we're actually going to go back to Zeth, who you have just arrived from Oceanus, and you've just come up. You've been traveling up this waterfall for a while now. And you don't know how the ship does this, but it's sort of like going through the waterfall because it seems to go faster than just flying through the air. It doesn't make sense, but it just does. And you end up in this small town. And in this small town, you see there's all sorts of different people. And the captain goes, "All right, this is your stop, young buck."
All right, and then I quickly dump the barrels of trash.
Good. I'll see you later, okay? Stay safe out there.
Thanks, Cat.
And so you get off, and you're kind of the only person who gets off here. As he goes, "Now remember, we'll be over in Sylvain if you need us."
All right, Sylvain, got it.
Yeah.
You know if anybody needs any help?
I'm sure you'll find someone.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry, not Sylvain. Selvin. The name is Selvin.
Oh, Selvin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I don't remember things.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, bye.
So I'm gonna start going into the village and see if there's like a help board wanted or any requests I can find. Kind of just generally observe if there's any work to be done.
As you're entering the village from the port, I want you to make a perception check.
All right. 13.
13. So as you're doing that, you see the fish that ate the old man just sort of hanging from a hook. And it somehow is up here in this little fishing piece, and it's hanging from a hook. And something about this specific fish you knew was the one that ate the old man. You don't know why, but you're like, that's weird.
I guess I rubbed the acorn bracelet. I'm like, is this? No, really?
And there's just something about it. You're like, okay, what the fuck? But I also want you to do an investigation check really quick.
Investigation, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get some food. All right, 14.
So you are walking through the village, and you see something about it is odd. Like, you're not used to most villages, but like compared to where you grew up, all these people are weird. And not just because they're from the surface. Like, they are sort of just like, you see this one guy sort of just walking into a wall. And like, he just like straightforward, head against the wall, like trying to run through the wall type of thing.
I'm not too bright, so I'm gonna try to tell him, "Hey, that's a wall."
And he turns, "Oh, hi. How are you today?"
I'm okay, but you're trying to walk through a wall. You can't do that.
And he turns around and he starts walking into the wall again.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to walk into the wall too.
And you see these children walk by and goes, "Crazy misters."
And I'm just going to see if there's any difference and if I'm able to. And I guess I see that this is stupid. So then I stop.
You're walking through the wall for, it took you a good solid 15 minutes. And you go, "Wait a minute." And
15 minutes? Oh,
yeah.
Like, I'm really, really thick here.
And
One too many headlocks, if you know what I mean.
It's all the potatoes and the headlocks.
I know, I'm all carved out. So I guess okay. After my 15 minutes of waste, I see if I can find some more work, or maybe some food scraps around or something.
Yeah, and you looking around, you see his butcher, who you see the sign that says Machiavelli's Butcher, and you see he goes "Help Wanted" in the sign.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go in there.
He goes, "Oh, how you doing, young one?"
Well, I'm doing good. Just looking to get some work, and I saw you need some help.
Ah, that's great to hear. And he just sort of walks away.
What? What? Yeah, what are you? You want me to come with you? I'll come with you. I start following him.
So you start following him into the back, and something about him seems weird. Like, because he goes and he sits down, and he seems to be doing some sort of random task, and just like messing with a notebook. And he just seems to have forgotten that you're there.
So, what kind of help you need?
And he gets up. "Hello there, young one. How you doing?"
Good.
That's good to hear. And he just continues. Like he gets up to say this, then he sits back down to then work on his notebook again.
So I guess I'm now starting to get a little suspicious. So I'm gonna like wave in front of his face.
And I want you to do a perception check how I should do this.
All right. I got a 5.
He just seems like a normal person.
Normal?
A little bit crazy maybe, but like visually he looks normal.
Do you have any food scraps I can take?
"Hello there, young one. How you doing?"
All right, now I'm convinced something's up. So can I look at what's in his notebook?
And you just see he's been writing die, 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 die.
So yeah, this guy's obviously crazy.
And he sits back down.
So I'm gonna back away while also observing him, just in case he tries to come at me. But also kind of like looking around. I'm basically gonna get the fuck out of there, but I'm gonna try to take some jerky while I'm walking out.
I want you to do sleight of hand check.
I have proficiency. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Gotta learn on the streets.
So you take a good chunk of meat actually, and you get some salted jerky, and you make like what would be the greatest escape for your whole family just in these like 5 minutes of being in this butcher shop.
Ooh,
And
man,
it kind of makes you miss your family.
Yeah. Man, I wish my brothers could have seen that. That was smooth. Whew, man, that guy was nuts. Let's see. Maybe some old ladies need some help lifting heavy stuff. I'm gonna keep looking for like work.
It's not like you're like, maybe they need a pool boy. No.
Smooth operator.
And so you keep looking around for help, and you happen to see, still there's these people who are doing these weird things. And it's not all the town. You have other people in the town that are looking at them like, what the fuck is going on here? But sometimes it's just like, okay, what?
So
and
I guess if I see anybody, I'm gonna ask them, hey, have you how long has this been going on?
These guys are just today, but other people have been like this last week.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty
Yeah. I've been hearing these weird noises at night, and I don't know. I thought maybe it's these guys still doing weird things.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, be careful. What brings you to town?
Just looking to get some extra work done, maybe earn a couple coin, get some food
No.
scraps, maybe some new clothes.
Well, you should check with the Harlow family. they recently lost someone today, but they may need help with like digging the grave or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sucks. But I can definitely dig. That's for sure.
Um, let's see. Well, if you go down to Center Village, turn right, it should help you out.
All right. And then I'll follow those directions.
Yeah, so you follow it and you find this, this place with this giant tree, and you find that Skipper is actually just finished digging and did the funeral rites, and he's practicing all sorts of different things and doing his offerings to the gods, and you just happen to arrive once he's finishing.
He already did the digging?
He already did the digging.
Oh man, did you get this job before me? I heard somebody needed help digging.
You're muted.
Yes, I just buried my grandfather.
Oh no, that was your grandfather?
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. I've never met my grandparents, but I bet if I lost one of my family members, I'd be pretty hurt. You want some jerky?
Some jerky sounds great. Thanks, friend.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Zeth. I'm from the
My
Corps.
name's Skipper.
Oh, nice to meet you, man.
And you see the crazy old man with no shoes show up and goes, "Hi, I'm Crazy Clay.
Well,
Got some jerky?"
Yeah, here you go.
Thank
Hey,
you.
What was this
How's it
bracelet
going,
supposed
Clay?
to be?
Shh.
Didn't you get eaten by a fish?
Shh. You're asking too many questions. Now, I ain't supposed to be here, so I'm gonna go. But this is for you. And he throws an acorn at Skipper with the same sort of bracelet necklace thing going. He goes,
Do I catch
"Ta-ta!" You do catch it. And you see he sort of runs and jumps into a barrel, and then the barrel tips over and starts rolling away. And just something's really odd about this old man. And
I'm just now catching on.
and you see this. Suddenly, you see like this. You hear this contraption as the barrel gets flung into the distance, and you don't know what the hell is going on. But that old man's no longer there.
Okay, so I met that guy on the ship. He handed me this acorn bracelet thing, right? And then he jumped off the ship into the water, gets eaten by a fish. When I land, the fish is hung up on a hook here in your village.
Well, that is a style of fishing that I am not familiar with, but good on him.
Oh, I never thought of it like fishing. I thought he was just like kamikaze, gonna kill himself via fish.
Except he's very not dead, as we just saw. Well, I mean, maybe he's dead now. He just flew away in that barrel, but...
Yeah, I can't imagine surviving in a barrel that distance. Anyways, yeah, this jerky's really good, but the person I got it from looked like he wanted to kill me.
Huh.
Yeah. He had a
That's
help
strange.
wanted sign. I walked in, and then he was like talking to me, like, "Hi, friend. How are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm good." And then he just kept repeating that.
And Skipper, you're aware that he's talking about Machiavelli's because you've seen the help wanted sign there for a few days.
Oh, you mean Machiavelli?
Oh, yeah, Machiavelli's help wanted. That's right. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, he was kind of acting a little weird last night. I actually wanted to go check on him anyways. You want to come pay him a visit?
Yeah, sure. All right.
Okay.
Just so you know, he's got a notebook with the word "die" written over and over, like really like crazy like.
Well, that's strange, but he is a butcher. I mean, he does kill things.
Well, that's fine, but I don't usually write about things I kill. I don't really kill much though. I don't think I've ever killed.
Meanwhile, as we're walking over, I'm thinking about whether I should be eating the acorn or not.
And so you're holding the acorn in your hand, and I want you to do a Arcana check.
Okay.
or Arcana.
Whatever. 15.
So you know something's odd about it. Like you know, if you eat it, it's not going to have a good time. Like you know, this is not going to be fun. But something about it tells you that it's something safe. It's something that should help you, and you may need it in the future.
Well, then I guess I try to tie it around my wrists like Zeth has.
Okay, you do so. So you guys head back over to Machiavelli's, and you see Machiavelli's, sees you guys as he's taking out the trash again, and he goes, "Ah, hello there, young friends. How are you today?"
Hey, Machiavelli. You okay?
And he just walks away and he goes, sits back down in his back room.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, see, he was doing
follow
this
him.
before. Ooh, I wouldn't do that. Let me see if I can take more jerky.
I guess you go and do that.
Machiavelli, you feeling okay?
And so as Skipper goes into the back room to go talk to Machiavelli, Machiavelli gets up and goes, "Hey, young friend, how are you doing?"
I grab him by the shoulders and I shake him and I go, "Stand by!"
And as you're shaking him, he's just laughing. And he sits back down and he keeps writing in his notebook. Die, 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 die.
I walk out confused.
And, okay. Yeah, it's fine. And Zeth, you got, like, another, like, bag of meat that you've, And you made sure you got the salted stuff, too. That way it,
Glass.
doesn't... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And,
Chris, I sent you a message, by the way.
You did?
Yeah.
Let me look. Got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, you guys suddenly hear a scream.
So I remember the heroes that I saw when I was a kid, and immediately get up and run to where the screaming is, because I want to be like them.
So you brandish your axe and you start charging, and you don't know exactly where the scream's coming from, and you're slightly lost. But Skipper, I want you to do a you see Zeth goes charging, and
Right.
You've also heard the scream, but you're pretty sure that sounded like your mom.
Oh.
And so, what do?
I guess I would run towards the screaming.
Okay, so you run towards the screaming, and Zeth sees you running and follows after you. And you guys head up back at your house. And you find your mom there. And, the screaming stopped, and, your mom's there, and everything seems normal. But it's sort of like a stillness in the air.
So I go, "Mom, are you okay?"
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
I thought I heard some screaming.
Wasn't me. I didn't hear anything.
Strange.
And I want you both to roll insight.
16.
Okay?
15.
So, Zeth, even though you don't know her that well, something seems odd about her. Like, she seems to have, like, that same sort of glassy-eyed look that everyone else you've met who's been weird has.
So I let Skipper know that she's got the same thing that Machiavelli did.
And, Skipper, you look at her, and you are kind of biased since it's your mom. And he's like, nah, that can't be. That's my mom. She looks exactly like my mom. You're kind of in denial of what Zeth tells you here.
Just go, okay, whatever.
Was there like something you could ask her that you know only her would know? Like
Say, Mom, could you remind me what grandfather's favorite pie was?
That's obvious, silly. It's key lime.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I'm just gonna step back outside. So I beckon Zeth to come with me.
And so Zeth follows, and you guys are kind of right outside the gate of your home.
So I go, yeah, there's definitely something wrong.
Oh, it's not
And-
key lime? Because key lime is delicious.
Don't get me wrong, I think it's probably really good, but he loved apple pie. He literally ate about 17 apple pies the night he died.
Wow. Like last night.
16 and a half, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know where
what,
he got
I don't
them.
know what to do because, like, what if this is your... Like, do you think this is not your mom? Or you think, like, something's happening
That's
in the
my
head?
mom, but I don't know what's going on with her. Something.
And I want you guys both to make a deck save.
Deck save.
19. 23.
So you guys both feel something weird as the gate sort of explodes behind you, and you guys jump out of the way. And you guys only take about 2 damage. And you hear in your mom's voice, "It's not nice to talk about someone behind their back, son." And she looks at you dead in the eyes, and she's brandishing what looks to be like a kitchen knife.
Are you sure that's your mom? 'Cause she looks like she's going to stab us.
Mom, what's going on?
And I want you guys both to roll initiative.
Oh my gosh. Natural 20.
Nice.
20.
Okay, so you guys both go first. So let's see.
I mean, I don't
Does-
want to attack your mom, but she looks like she's going to stab me. So I'm going to attack your mom.
Don't say it's so weird.
All right. Sorry.
Don't
So
kill
I'm
her.
going to try to do non-lethal damage with my great axe. Maybe like slap her with the side or something.
Boop.
Kind of
All
like
right,
a shovel. Dunk.
Yeah, roll the hit.
10.
Okay. You go to do that, and she sort of pushes the axe aside, and she goes to stab you. And I want you to make another deck save.
Another deck save. 13.
You sort of catch it with your handle, and you know she is actively trying to stab you right now.
Definitely trying to stab me now.
And it's your turn now, Skipper.
All right, so what I want to try to do is grapple her and get her into like a sleeper hold.
So then you want to grab her from behind type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll the hit.
All right, just unarmed strike.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Oh shit! I got a nat 1.
You, your hands are all greasy from the jerky you've been eating. And so you try to grab a hold of her, but your hand just sort of slips and you accidentally punch her in the jaw.
Oh no!
And I want you to roll damage.
Six.
Okay. She sort of turns and spits blood in your face and goes, "You gotta punch harder than that." And-
I'm sorry. That was. I didn't mean to sneak attack you like that. I was just trying to.
And as you're trying to explain things, you didn't even realize her voice suddenly changed. And it seems somewhat demonic. As she backs away from Zeth and takes her knife and she throws it at you. And I want you to make a dex save. With disadvantage at the moment. Because you're kind of taken off guard.
21.
Okay, and that's with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other
my
one
other
was
roll
23.
God damn. All right.
Grandfather's sneak attacks taught me well. You think this is the first time someone's thrown a knife at me?
And so you dodge the knife, and as you dodge it, you miss the fact that she's tackling you as she headbutts you
wait.
into the stomach.
She throws the knife, then goes after him to tackle. Wow.
Exactly.
This is like some paranormal activity kind of back to it.
And so she tackles you, and I want you to make a strength check.
Okay. 16.
Okay. So you can tell this is obviously not your mom now, as it uses some inhuman strength to lift you off the ground and slam you into it.
Damn, dude, your mom is strong.
Mom, you've been packing the protein. Do we take damage for that or no?
Just to do 1 damage.
Okay.
And suddenly you guys hear a horn, and sort of off in the distance, and you see that in the ground you hear this eruption, like this giant booming of dirt and explosion happening, as this figure appears not that far from here, about maybe a mile away. As it's getting up, you see this gigantic figure, and you suddenly see your mom. Her visage changes. She completely changes into this beast, this type of creature with these different antlers, and looks like it's made of wood, and its face full of teeth and eyes that are deep dark red, and it sort of just hisses in your face as it sort of loses the control to speak, and it's just crazy-eyed, and it looks over and it sees this giant figure, and suddenly you guys see what looks to be a similar beast in Machiavelli's clothes, suddenly screaming at your guys' general direction. And you see all these weird people you guys were seeing around the village suddenly also transforming into these beasts. And you have other villagers who are being attacked, who are trying to defend against it, who are being killed off sort of instantly. And these beasts are moving all over the place at what seems to be inhuman speeds. And this is where you guys can make a decision of you stay and fight or you don't.
I don't know about you, man, but that's like a lot of death happening. I feel like we should get some reinforcements.
I think my mom is like, oh wait, did the beast thing that is my mom like just get distracted by the eruption demon whatever and is no longer pinning me to the ground?
Pretty much, like she's still on top of you, but like she's not pinning you down.
Okay, so it's like
I'm gonna at least try to lop off its head.
I'll follow you in just a minute.
So I try to cut off its head or attack it or something.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Roll the hit with your great axe with advantage.
Oh, with advantage, great. All right, 22.
Okay.
Ooh,
that hits.
Max damage, 17.
So you cleave into it, and the axe sort of just goes through its head and just passes above Skipper's face, and the blood is like this dark ooze that just falls all over Skipper.
Ooh, that's gonna stain. Let's go.
Mom.
And as you're running by, you see the remnants of your house. You see the shrine has been destroyed. You see in the kitchen where you found her, is actually another body that is your mom. And you see all sorts of different things happening. And you're going around and running and running and running. And you guys are heading off to Sylvain. And
Mark, there's a dude in your window.
Yeah, Mark, there's a dude in your window.
What?
There's a dude looking through your window.
Oh.
He's like, what?
It's just so weird.
He's like...
But anyways, weird things that happen on stream.
I know.
So you
I'll
guys
invite
are
him to listen to the podcast.
sounds good. And so you guys are fleeing the village as whatever's left in the village seems to be these beasts. And you even see there's some of these beasts that have taken the form of these kids and, you know, all sorts of different things. And they're just all chasing after you. And you just hear the demonic being from behind you guys go, "Go, my minions! Charge! Show the world pain. You all will know pain before you know peace." And something about that line reminds you of the tome that you have carried with you, Skipper, conveniently. And something about it reminds you of one of Rajin's mortal enemies. And I want you to make a religion check.
7.
You can't think of it right now. You're too fucking stressed out. Your mom just died. Everything's fucking scary. But something about that is hitting in your mind.
Which way is Sylvan?
Do you know, Mark?
Honestly, I'm just like working on fleeing. Yeah, I guess I would know where that's like a nearby town, right?
Yeah, it's south. It's like you're on
yeah,
a
I would know where it is.
yeah, you're on an island. You're sort of towards the north of it, and it's like south here. It's the major port city that you know of.
Okay. Yeah, it's south. Does it go down a slope?
No, it's kind of like you're sort of in the flatland area. There are some like slopes and things happening. And you guys are charging and like running and running. And you have these beasts who are coming after you. And as you guys are fleeing, you have your acorns start to glow. And you don't know what's happening, but suddenly you have like these giant spheres go around you. And you hear a voice go, "Hold on!" as you guys are launched into the sky. And everything is just like, kind of like you're a little cannonball just being propelled. And you're going about the speed of sound. Through,
God.
yeah, really fucking fast.
I am
But-
freaking out.
Yeah.
I am
I'm just
freaking
going-
out.
Rajin?
I'm just like this. I'm like, ah, ah.
And next thing you guys know, you land in Selvin.
No.
And you make no impact. You just sort of like land and just drop to the ground. You're both screaming.
So we're just like, ah. Huh?
And
Huh?
and suddenly there's, you know, people are looking at you and it's like, the fuck? And you hear the crazy old man who comes up from behind you is like, "This ain't the time to be starstruck, bitches. Go inform the people.
There's
I'll hold them off as long as I can."
demons attacked the village. They're all dead.
Yes, I fucking know. Go.
No, I'm trying to tell the villagers. The ones
They ain't gonna listen. Tell the people in power.
Who's in charge here?
And you have a guy goes, the governor. The governor's in charge.
Where is he? I gotta go tell him.
He just sort of points to the big village, or sorry, the big building in the village.
So then
Oh,
I
that's
run.
what's in that big building.
Skipper does not care for civic politics at all. And you guys are running to do that because you know it's. And before you guys run off, though, the old man goes, "Take this with you. Guard it with your life. If you have to die, swallow it beforehand. Don't let Argoz get it."
Argoz.
What does he hand us?
Is that who we saw?
Enough questions. Run. And he gives you what seems to be like this blood red sphere. And, you know, it's about the size of a basic orb. And you know there's something magical about it.
I'm just imagining now trying to swallow it.
And as you're imagining that, you see it sort of condenses into a tiny ball.
Oh.
It's like the size of a dumpling type of thing.
Like, don't eat it. Come on. Let's go. Run.
Okay. I guess I pocket it.
And you put it in your pocket. And you guys run to where the governor is. And you drop your mic in the haste of it.
Freaking out here. Ah.
And so you guys are screaming and running to City Hall, and the guards stop you. Goes like, hey, you can't be doing that in this village.
Doing what? We gotta tell the governor. The village over there got murdered by demons.
There haven't been demons sighted in a while. What the hell are you guys talking about?
Oh, there are demons back in my village.
Literally stabbing people. Villagers are dead. And then this like huge goat-looking thing fucking came out of the ground and was like talking about pain, which I know about pain, but there will never be peace. Something like that. I don't remember all the details.
And the guard's face sort of just drains as he is aware of what you're talking about. And he's like, you sure is a goat?
Yeah.
Not just a...
Like a wooden goat-looking thing with dark red eyes.
Oh, God. The Blink Beast.
You know what? It was trying to stab me, and it blew open a gate. That hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, hurry. We don't have time for this. And the guard starts charging to go inform the other guards and get people to ready to defend. And you go and you inform the governor of what's happening. And you see this guy who's sort of just laid back in this chair, relaxing, goes, it's a good day to be me.
You say governor? He got an upgrade.
I thought I said governor last time.
He went from mayor to governor real quick.
He said governor the whole time.
Oh, did I? Yeah. He went from town council to mayor to governor and soon the president. No,
He's going for emperor.
That's right.
I'm the president of Pound Town.
And so you show up there. And he goes, hey, you guys can't just barge in here like that.
So then I repeat everything I said to the guard to him.
Why the fuck should I care?
What? Where's that? What's that guy's name? Skipper?
Yeah, Skipper.
The guy who shot us in the air. What was his name?
Clay.
Oh, Crazy Clay.
Crazy Clay. That's right. He told us to come talk to the mayor or the governor. This guy isn't helping. What do you think we should do?
And as you're talking, he sees the acorns on your wrist and goes, that crazy coon? You can't
He looks like a person. He looks like a human to me, not a coon.
That's not what that means, but okay. So, you are wasting my time, and I ain't dealing with it. And so he shoos you guys away. And
Right now, I'm so infuriated with everything that's going on. I slap him in the face.
you do that, and I want you to roll for damage.
Not even roll to hit, just roll for damage.
Damage.
Nice.
And as you slap him too, you scream right kick as you slap him with your left hand.
I rolled a 6 for damage.
So you slap him, and something about him seems he's extremely weak, as he sort of just flies from his current position and splatters against the wall. And he doesn't die; he just sort of like crumples.
But if he did, I was gonna retcon non-lethal damage.
And he gets up and goes, "What the fuck?"
I just look at my hand and I go. I just am
Damn,
dumbfounded at the fact that I just meant to give him a little slap, but he flew across the room and into the wall.
And you hear your grandfather's
wow.
voice, "Ha ha ha ha!
Grandfather's
No
thing
mercy!"
Really worked.
And he goes, "Okay, just don't hit me again. I'll do what you guys want."
Yeah,
Well,
defend your
warn
city.
the people, defend the city. Like
that's all we
evacuate or
want.
whatever.
And so the bells ring and the city defends. And you hear in both of your guys' head, you don't know how he's doing this. You hear Crazy Clay goes, "Now flee! Go to the port and dive."
Dive. Oh my gosh. All right, so far he saved our
swim.
butts. Let's just go. Let's just
Okay.
go. Let's just go. You can hop on my back. I can swim. No problem.
Oh, okay.
And so you guys run to the
Those
port.
long arms and legs are great for swimming.
Yeah,
oh,
probably.
yeah.
And so you guys run to the port, and you find a small like dinghy, and something about it, has diving capabilities. And you guys can decide if you want to take that or just swim yourselves.
Well, he said to dive. I guess we could dive with this thing. You know how to drive it?
I don't think. Well, is it does it have like a motor, or is it just like a rowboat?
Just like a rowboat.
Well, I think I can figure it out.
All right.
Squirrels are good swimmers, but they usually don't prefer to. So,
Oh, you can swim? So you don't have to go on my back at all.
well, squirrels in general. I never personally learned how to swim, but someone told me that.
All right. Well, it looks like I just got to row it. So let me do that. You hop on the back. Let's go.
Okay.
And so you guys hop in and you're rowing, and suddenly you see the giant figure looming over Selvin. And you get a better look at it. As you see this figure is in full metal plate, has this giant scythe, and has this helm over it with these glowing golden eyes and what seems to be smoke and embers coming off of him. And you see he seems to be staring directly at you two. And he goes, "You! After them!" And you suddenly find that the Blink Beasts are kind of ignoring everyone else but charging after you two. And in the process of it, you see Crazy Clay is defending against you. Sorry, for you, rather. He's like, "I'll join the other side now." No, so he's defending you guys. And he is like, "Go, you fools!" And other Lord of the Ring quotes. As you guys dive and you dive down. And you just hear...
Dinghy?
In the dinghy. The dinghy's sort of going in through, and you guys go into the lake area and over the edge, down the waterfall, towards Oceanus. And that's where we're going to end this week's episode.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we'll continue next week. I'm actually going to have you guys level up to level 3 now.
Wow.
Yeah. This, like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a bit fast-paced, and so we're going to level up quite a bit. And you kind of need to get strong fast, otherwise everyone will die.
You're gonna die.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.